Good evening. Thank you, Stu Milstein, for that incredible video. I knew watching it in that moment would be too much for me, so I decided to save it for later, but I can already hear my dad making a joke about how I need to toughen up. Knowing him, he probably would have also pointed out a camera angle or light that could have been adjusted. But truly, he would have absolutely loved it, just like he would have loved being here with all of you tonight. It is with immense pride and deep gratitude that I stand here before you today with my family to honor my dad, Steve Gorsuch, as he's inducted into the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame. This night meant so much to him. I can still picture him coming home after past ceremonies, telling my mom about the inductees and their incredible speeches. But more than anything, he loved catching up with old friends and being part of a room filled with the legends of this remarkable industry. My father was a man who touched the lives of everyone he met. His kindness, strength, wit, and spirit left a lasting impact on all who knew him. The sports television world wasn't just his workplace, it was his second family. And while it wasn't always easy, being his daughter, with some missed birthdays, holidays, and even a few softball games along the way, we all know he was doing what he loved, surrounded by the people that he loved. For nearly 50 years, my dad wore so many hats: cameraman, technical director, technical manager, director of broadcasting at the USTA, director of golf operations at CBS Sports. He was never in front of the camera, but his contributions behind the scenes were every bit as important as those who were. His vision and creativity helped transform how millions of people experience tennis and golf on television. He was always eager to try new things, and he championed innovations that elevated the way live sports were produced. Whether it was the Monmouth racetrack or the grand stages of the Olympic Games, Super Bowls, or the Masters, my dad approached every broadcast with the same energy, passion, and dedication. He was the unique combination of technician and producer, the ultimate problem solver, and he never shied away from the hard work behind the scenes. If a cable needed pulling, he would pull it. If a camera needed adjusting, he was right on it. And if something needed fixing, he'd grab a golf cart and bolt down the fairway to get it done. People trusted him, not just because he was brilliant at what he did, but because they knew he cared about them. His ability to connect with people was his greatest skill. He built relationships rooted in respect, trust, and kindness. And in turn, those relationships built an incredible career that spanned decades. But beyond his technical skills, my dad was a leader. He understood that real success came from building teams that supported each other and were united by a shared commitment to excellence. He believed in people often before they believed in themselves. I'll never forget something my brothers Scott and Ryan shared with me at his memorial service. They said that Dad's true legacy wasn't just his work. It's the young people who are working right now in so many different capacities that will become the leaders in sports television world for years to come. He gave people chances, taught them what they didn't know, and changed lives in the process. Now, he didn't always get it right. There was one time at a major event when a new replay operator he recommended proceeded to rob a bank on his meal break. So feel free to see Lance Barrow for more details on that one later, and also the missed meal that he tried to put in for it after the fact. But all jokes aside, my dad's influence on this industry is immeasurable. My brothers and I were so fortunate to have learned the business from him, and it was an honor to have worked closely with him before he retired from CBS. There was no question that was too hard to ask, no idea too far-fetched to entertain. He was eager and happy to help us in any way that he could. I believe that he was extremely proud of us and all that we had accomplished. We will always strive to follow his lead in everything that we do, and we know that he is watching over us. This recognition tonight is not just about my father, but a reflection of the collective efforts of the many people he worked with over the years. To all of my dad's colleagues, those who worked beside him in the control rooms, in the field, and in the studio, you helped shape his career and shared in his success. Your support, camaraderie, and hard work meant the world to him. Even in retirement, he was invested in all of you, whether it was texting a director to praise a camera angle or or checking in with my brothers about the teardown schedule at a golf event. He cared deeply, not just about the craft, but about the people. I would also like to thank CBS Sports, where my father spent a large part of his career. The team at CBS not only gave him the opportunity to do the work that he loved, but also allowed him to contribute to some of the most iconic moments in sports broadcasting. We will always be grateful for that. Our father faced his illness with incredible bravery, never allowing it to define him or diminish his zest for life. He triumphed through the love he gave and received, through the memories he created, and through the lives that he enriched. The passion he had for broadcasting, the dedication to his craft, and the way he always treated others with respect and kindness are values we will continue to uphold. His legacy of love, strength, and kindness will live on forever in our hearts. Thank you to the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame for honoring his memory, and thanks to all of you for celebrating the life and work of a man who truly made a difference.